Peace, my beautiful souls. Okay, so the other day I was going through one of my older journal entries, and in that specific entry I was talking about how I was frustrated that I was still being triggered sexually, and I had felt like I've done so much work on healing my sexual traumas, and I was kind of being hard on myself, like, why am I still being so triggered? And I was saying things like, I am worthy of sexual pleasure, I'm worthy of feeling good, I'm worthy of having like a healthy sex life, right? Which all of those statements are true. But what I was failing to acknowledge and failing to realize in that moment was, yes, I had done a lot of work, and yes, I'm worthy of all of those things. But I also, in that relationship I was in, I did not feel safe with that person for multiple different reasons, not just because I've experienced sexual trauma. 111 on the timer. But at that time, I still was lacking a lot of self-love and still having a fear of abandonment and being alone. So I was putting that person's needs above my own. I knew that I had more than valid reasons to not feel safe. I knew that I didn't really want to be having sex with that person. I knew that I shouldn't have been being the energetics, and at that time I had already known about the sexual, like the energy transfers when you have sex and stuff, and if they have unhealed stuff, it's going to trigger your unhealed stuff or just trigger you in general, or that energy itself can transfer, right? So I knew that it was better for me to not be engaging, right? Although I knew that, I still was doing it anyway out of fear of that person being upset, or out of fear of that person leaving because I didn't want to do it, you know? And I wanted to bring this up because it's important to know, if you allow yourself to really tune into your feelings, tune into your body and your mind and your body is going to tell you when somebody is not right for you, which mine was already doing that. My mind was already telling me, but I was choosing to ignore that because of the other things, right? So then my body was still being very much so triggered, very uncomfortable. I wasn't having a good time, you know? And if it wasn't so bad during, instantly after, okay, my bad, I was trying to get away from the music, but anyway, instantly afterward, I would feel awful. I would start questioning myself. My body didn't feel right. Like, it was not pleasant. And I also want to say, like, don't be so hard on yourself, and in many different ways. Not during, if you're going through a healing process, if you've already healed and you catch yourself being with people or doing things with people that you shouldn't have done, because I don't even like to say I shouldn't, because it all teaches us something at the end of the day. We're always exactly where we're supposed to be at the end of the day, doing what we're supposed to be doing, even if we feel like it's not for our highest good in that moment. It is at the end of the day, if you allow yourself to learn from it, if you get what I'm saying. Because that was still showing me that my body, my intuition will tell me the right thing, for one. For two, it was showing me parts of myself that I still needed to heal, for the simple fact that I was even allowing myself to engage in that relationship, knowing that it wasn't right for me, you know? But once again, it was because there was a lot that I learned and gained from that relationship overall. But the biggest messages that I have for you guys is, for one, let yourself tune into your mind and your body. It will alert you whether someone or something is not right for you. You know, it's not going to feel right. Something is going to feel off in some way, shape, or form. And also, again, do not be so hard on yourself. It's a process. We can never truly make the wrong choice, because, once again, if you allow yourself to learn from it, you will. There will be something you gain from this, from whatever experience, from whatever person, you know, even if it might not feel so good. And like I like to say too, that pain that you may be feeling, that discomfort, the shame, the anger, all of those feelings, they're teaching you something. They're showing you something within you that you have to acknowledge, feel, and heal, you know? So yeah, I think that's it for the overall message. But yeah, just be patient with yourself, and sometimes go back to your old journal entries, because you can also see how much you've grown. How much you've grown, and just like give yourself some grace, because when I read that, I wrote back to myself, like, that version of me from this version of me, because I was a little harsh. And just, you can send that version of you some love, whatever you're reading. Or even if you just think about like a time in your life when you did a thing and you're like, damn, why did I do that? Send yourself some love, send yourself some hugs, some healing energy, because yeah, we all need it. And okay, yeah, now I'm done. I love you. See you later. Before I go, I wanted to show you guys I made it to my destination. Came for a night swim. Now I love you. Talk to you later.